just rolling by the sand. Takes the morning out there where ordinary men who freely walk up out there. Just one day and then I swear I'll be content. Oh, remake. It's just a remake, I guess, because Hunchback of Notre Dame was actually based on a book. The Disney movie was not the first thing to come about. Welcome, this is the discussion, and today we're going to be talking about something a little fascinating to me that happened a while ago, like a month ago. This is a little late, but it's the Hunchback of Notre Dame sequel, or not sequel, remake, whatever they're doing. Apparently they want to do what they've done with all the other live-action reboots, reimaginings, remakes, adaptations, and do another version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. This was the 1996 Disney movie that probably was controversial at the time just because of the subject matter, about the fact that the book kind of went after the Catholic Church. Michael Eisner really liked it. This is apparently the movie he was most excited for greenlighting back when he had the CEO job. So I always had a big love for Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think the characters work well. I think it's a great story, great music. I get a lot of emotion while watching that movie. It works. And it's got a character that you really do root for. It's a movie that I think Disney probably could take another chance at. I think any studio should. Not that the 1996 movie is perfect. It's not. That's the thing. There's many issues. People don't like the gargoyles. I've never minded them, but I get everyone's issues. People have problems with how the movie ended or how some of the relationships are construed. They have a problem with Esmeralda's portrayal. They don't like the fact that they made too many changes, and sometimes they think there wasn't enough changes. I don't know. I've heard every issue with this movie. But yeah, it always does have a huge cult following. And not in the way of Black Cauldron where the movie's bad. No, this movie I think actually is good. It got good reviews at the time. And I think it's just really the subject matter that's always kind of made it hold it back a little. Especially since it's based on a book that is very dark and not really meant for Disney at all. It was a huge swing, and to me it wasn't a miss. I think maybe not a home run, but probably got the bases loaded. Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz will be coming back to do the music. I mean, come on, how can you go wrong? I mean, all these remakes have, to one degree or another, not been that great. Probably the best one they've done is Jungle Book, and even that I wouldn't say is a really good movie. The reason Hunchback of Notre Dame really excites me, though, is because this is Disney's chance to really do it right. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is Disney going to do this any better than what they did in '96? Well, the studio has changed a lot since then. You know, they have a different CEO. They do a lot more projects now that are way wider with the subject matter. And they pick some subjects that aren't as safe as they have been in the past. I mean, just recently they did Black Panther. I mean, that's probably one of the riskiest moves they've done, since the movie has many moments in it where they bring up some kind of political talk, issues with race. So I don't think they're playing it safe always. I mean, they've done these Marvel movies, they've done these Star Wars movies with a lot of, there's more violence at least. And with 20th Century Fox coming into the works, I mean, they're going to be doing R-rated movies now. This is a good chance for them to finally start following the book a little more, or throwing some of the darker material in there. Actually making Jean-Claude Frollo a priest rather than just making him a judge. They changed that for the movie, I think, to make sure there wasn't too much controversy with an evil priest. Josh Gad's producing, so I mean, is he going to star in the movie then? Is he going to be the Hunchback? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I want to see him. He's got the voice, but the look, you really got to get the look down. And I mean, I think they should go ugly with the Hunchback. I mean, he was ugly in the silent movie. He was ugly in the 30s movie, and he's supposed to be ugly in the books, so make him ugly. You gotta really live up. And he's kind of ugly in the animated movie, but they gave him a smile. And Esmeralda, I mean, I've already heard that people make fun of the fact that she won't be the right nationality, which I think Disney can do it, because I think Disney has gotten better. But yeah, bring back the original music. You can have some of that darker material in it. Don't rely too heavily on the CG sets, you know, otherwise it's going to look just as bad as all the other Disney backgrounds in live-action movies look, and to a bigger extent, it's going to just look like Les Miserables from 2012. But don't do that. And last but not least, you know what you could do? Make the movie about how Quasimodo's this big introvert, and he's trying to learn to overcome that. Because, in a way, I think the Disney movie, I don't know if the book really was about that. I don't think they had a theme like that in the original book, but I think the movie kind of has that theme going on. And it's not like he's choosing to do it, but, you know, he's got this sensibility of being an introvert. He kind of creates his own little world. He doesn't really go out, but he really wishes to, but he just never does. And then when he finally does, he is nervous at first about doing that, and I don't know, I always thought that there was an interesting message being said there. We'll see. I mean, their track record has proved that they will just make some generic flub for all the audiences to enjoy. But since Hunchback of Notre Dame is not this huge movie, you know, not like The Lion King or Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast, I think they could get away with doing more. The producers anyway, and the director, the writer, and not have Disney over their shoulder like, but you have to put this in, put in the talking gargoyles. Like, they could get away with probably doing more. So we'll see what happens. Mostly I see this being a train wreck, but I personally want it to be really good, and I think this is a good chance for Disney to do something great. So Disney, whenever this comes out, 2022 or 23 or however long you're going to be doing these for, if it ends up on Disney Plus, I don't know. I'll be there to watch it.